Ian26 says about The Notebook, no monster truck death scenes. When they laid in the street to watch the lights change, I wanted an ice cream truck to run them over. It's awful. Another poor boy meets rich girl and her parents disapprove movie. If only Ryan Gosling's character had fallen from the carnival ride and she'd married the carny dude who had been responsible for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and nearby Lot 7 of the Paramount Studios, then we might have had a movie worth watching. What we need is more of the main characters in trite movies to turn into Cybermen with secret yearnings to marry Daleks. And they need to eat green jelly beans, a definite sign of a moral deficiency in any character anywhere.
This guy just wanted a science fiction movie.
I couldn't agree more. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back once again to talk The Notebook from the year of our Megazord, 2004. Andy, how are you?
I'm good. My wife got me sick this time. So
it's not the kids?
No, not the kids. Although she works with kids too. So in a roundabout way, it was kids.
Yeah. Much like a divorce, it's always the kid's fault.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
Yikes.
Remember that.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Also, I went to put my socks on the other morning when I was getting ready for work.
As one does.
Right. And as I came back up, pulled my back. So, old man Andy.
Very good.
How are you, Robbie?
Better than that.
That's good.
I woke up, I did some yoga this morning.
Oh, yogurt?
Yeah. Did some
probiotic yogurt?
Nope.
Oh,
Greek yogurt.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Healthy.
what the difference is.
I don't really know either. I know Greek yogurt is like chalky as fuck, and I don't like it. But it's like better for you. You know?
Probably. Yeah. Well, that's the Royds Review Podcast on Greek yogurt.
Yep, and being an old guy.
Yeah. Andy, so we're doing The Notebook, the romantic, I almost called it comedy, but the romance movie, The Notebook. Had you seen The Notebook before?
I had not. Had you?
No, this was my first time. I knew basically nothing about this movie.
Two boys coming at you hot and fresh.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he actually cummed. He cummed. Is it cummed or came?
It's most certainly combed.
So neither.
No, you're wrong. You're an idiot.
Okay. Rude, but okay.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. You got to be rude.
So who do you know who directed this movie? I know that's something we often
just threw me under the bus. Nick Cassavetes.
Oh,
Cassavetes.
Your boy. I don't know anything else he's done.
Well, he has directed such films as She's So Lovely, John Q, Alpha Dog, and My Sister's Keeper.
Huh.
His father was John Cassavetes. I'm butchering this name, so I'm gonna stop saying it.
Okay. Well,
we are not film people.
Yeah. So 2004, would you say that is like a pretty big year for movies, or was?
I'd say it was pretty big year for movies.
That's funny you should say that, because that's the name of a segment that we have in this podcast.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The movie National Treasure came out.
Oh shit. We're still the Declaration of Independence.
You're gonna go to prison.
Yeah, probably.
You're going to go to prison.
I never saw the sequel to that.
I did. It's all right.
Yeah, more of the same.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of like what sequels were back then.
A lot of sequels still are.
That's true, but a lot of it now, I feel like now, especially with franchises, they're really listening to fans, and they're like, all right, let's expand on this in a good way. But then you get like the random movies that are like, what is this? 2008? Like Morbius? Like what is this?
That's Sony trying to create a universe.
Yeah. The day after tomorrow would be Monday, right?
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
50 First Dates.
Oh, did you ever see that one?
Parts.
I saw it in theaters.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a fancy theater.
Was it?
They performed it in front of me.
Oh my God.
The Village. You ever see The Village?
No.
You want to know the twist?
I know the twist.
Is that you wasted your time. That's the twist. The twist is that
pretty intense twist.
Yeah, you'll never get your time back.
Bridget Jones edges two guys. Oh, no, it's called Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason. Sorry.
Oh, shit. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. The print's too small. It was a Barbie movie, though.
Nice.
Insert Barbie movie joke that we always fucking talk about.
There's a movie called In Good Company with Topher Grace and Dennis Quaid. There's also a movie called In Hood Company with Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg.
Is that real?
No.
It sounds like it could be real.
Yeah, I mean, that's because I'm really good.
Well, you should be some sort of movie executive.
I should be.
Movies through titles alone.
Welcome to Mooseport. Welcome to Moose Knuckle.
Very good. The Terminal, starring Tom Hanks, that's the one where he has AIDS and cancer.
Jesus Christ, he has both?
Yeah, with Denzel Washington, right?
Oh my God.
That's Philadelphia. That's a different movie, but I figured you understand the joke.
I didn't. I didn't know he had cancer in Philadelphia.
Doesn't he has AIDS and cancer?
I knew he has AIDS. I've never seen Philadelphia.
I thought he had AIDS. I saw it when I was way too young. I remember like my mom was watching and she's crying, and I was like, this is heavy, and I don't understand most of it. I probably shouldn't be here.
Probably not. Touch of Pink. I also like to touch the pink.
Very good.
I'm fucking flying right now.
You're flying. Passion of the Christ. That's
about our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, our Megazord and Savior.
Catwoman.
Ooh,
Catwoman.
I actually never saw that.
Me
I
neither.
hear great things.
Well, you know dumb people.
Yep.
Spider-Man 2.
Oh, with Dr. Otto Octavius.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2, Webbing Magoo.
Nice. Walking Tall, that rock movie that we probably should have done when we did the other one.
Because that's what we thought it was.
Yep. Well, make different movies early The Rock's career.
Okay. Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed.
I don't know if I saw that.
That's fun. I like
that
both
the one,
Scooby-Doo movies.
Which one's the one where Scrappy is the
first
bad guy?
one.
Okay, I like that twist.
Yeah, I love it because they're like, by the way, Scrappy's not a puppy. We have to stress that. We're gonna let you know he's got like a fucking deformity or something.
Yeah, he was like a big monster guy at the end too. Anacondas. I saw that in theaters, and I don't remember one single thing about it. So that's how good that movie is.
Okay, very good.
Real quick review for you. I Robot. I Andy.
Very good.
Thank you.
I hate you.
You know what? Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events came out with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I thought that Lemony Snicket was the name of the author of the book.
It is.
It is. So, okay.
No, I have no idea.
So,
I honestly have no idea. I just wanted to say something that would make you look silly, but I honestly don't. I have no idea.
Well, I remember saying like, "Oh, that's Lemony Snicket is the author." I just dropped my phone on my balls.
You need me to kiss him and make him feel better?
Yes.
All right, I'll be there in a few hours.
God punished me. Ouch. It's like one of those the slow burn.
Yeah.
You know when you get like tapped in the balls?
Yeah.
Nope.
Step on him, please.
Oh my god, that's very different. Everybody's favorite movie, Crash. About social commentaries.
Was that 2004?
Yeah, evidently. Yeah.
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, which I think is Wes Anderson's worst movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's like very like meh.
Yeah. It's very what?
Meh.
Goodness. Oh, Shrek 2. Check out our
awesome.
Shrek 2 podcast.
Oh yeah, that you should check out. I Heart Huckabees. Like I fart fuckabees.
That's a genuine laugh from me because I'm a child.
Garden State, more like Garbage State.
Robbie,
It's about New
people work
Jersey.
really hard on.
And also that movie sucks.
Nice. Yeah, that's that classic indie movie where it's like, I'm sad because I don't know what I'm supposed to do in my life. And then there's always one scene where they're sitting on a couch and they're at a party and everybody's moving in like super fast motion around them as they sit there, very complacent. Fuck off. You all do the same shit.
Okay.
Boo.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Great vibrato, right?
Thanks, man.
You want to know my top picks?
Sure,
Like
tell me
Google
your
says?
top picks.
All right,
oh, those
number
are
one
boogers. They're boogers.
Very good. And a dingleberry.
Oh,
Yeah.
my word. My
I'm
word.
unsanitary. Number one is Spider-Man 2. Correct. That's a good one.
Correct. Who's no one answered anything. You just said correct.
Well, it says top pick for me, and the first one is Spider-Man 2.
I thought your top picks.
Oh, no.
I thought you were
was just
giving like
myself a pat on the back.
no. I thought you were telling me like these are what I think are the best movies from 2004, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Then it says Sky Captain in the World for Tomorrow. Never seen it. Then I, Robot. Seen it. So it's all right. Shrek 2. Seen it and love it. All right.
It's all right.
No, you like that movie too. You son of a bitch. House of Pain. Don't know it. Star Wars Empire of Dreams. What
That's
is
my
that?
second one.
What is that?
I don't know. The story of the Star Wars trilogy. It looks like it's a fucking documentary.
Oh, boo. And then Catwoman.
Documentary on the Star Wars.
Yep. And then Catwoman. So they lost me on the last couple. But
All right. The top picks for me are Spider-Man 2,
correct.
Cover Me in Goo,
Okay.
Star Wars Empire of Dreams, I, Robot, Catwoman, Lemony Snicket, Series of Unfortunate Events.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let's get into the Throat Goat book.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Yeah, I thought of that the other day, and I
boy. That's good. I like that.
said I should probably say that.
I do like that. I had a joke. I don't know how it's okay. So the movie Mysterious Skin came out, which is how white toddlers feel every time they see a black person. All right, it works. All right. I was seeing if that would work. It seemed to work.
What a dumb show that we got going on.
The Notebook. So Andy, off the bat, what'd you think of this?
You know what? My wife is a crier when it comes to everything because
Your
she's
wife
very
is
sad.
John Cryer,
Yes.
like from 2.5 Men.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah. No, we're doing very well financially. On account of, the sitcom he was on for like 38 years. That I don't know anybody who watched that.
I did for like a little bit.
Oh, I guess I know one person who watched it.
I laughed at some of it because I was in like high school.
Robbie. I never watched it. I never even gave it a shot. So
I find Charlie Sheen funny, if I'm being honest.
Charles Sheen.
Yep.
I mean, he was funny in Hot Shots.
Yeah. Major League.
Major League, yeah. All that stuff. Well, anyway, I'd heard, man, this movie's gonna make you cry, and ultimately it did not.
Yeah.
I didn't even like tear up.
Now, do me a favor. Take 2 fingers and just put them on your wrist.
Okay.
All right. Do you feel a pulse?
No.
Brother.
Oh my god. No, but I mean, I've told you, I've I almost cried at Toy Story 2 when we did it, you
yeah.
know. So I got I got the feelers. Just this movie for some reason didn't do it. I don't know. Like it was sad,
I
but
call my
like
hands the feelers.
very good.
Yeah.
I
I
call
hang out
my
at parks.
oh boy. I call my antennae the feelers
That's good. I like that because you're a
because
bug.
I'm a big bugman.
Yeah, you're nothing but a fucking roach. And I'll fucking squash you like a bug.
Wow. Wow. Well, what about you? What did you think of this movie?
I thought it was really good.
What would you give it out of 11 teen?
Oh, that's so tough to say. I'd probably give
Isn't
it,
it?
yeah, I'd probably give it a 1038.
Huh. There's no way to measure this.
Interesting. Interesting. No, the fact that you say that you're an emotionless bored is crazy to me because I wept at the end of this movie.
All right. And that's fine.
I'm going to be totally honest. I think the stuff with Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams didn't matter to me at all. Like
Okay.
that could have been any story whatsoever. But James Gardner and Gena Rowlands were fucking crushing it in this. And they were so believable, especially James Gardner, who's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And like usually old people get me, like in movies.
Yeah.
I remember the first instance of an old person getting me was in Godzilla 1999
Jesus Christ.
with Matthew Bowadowick. And
Okay.
you remember the old guy who's fishing and he catches Godzilla essentially?
No, I don't.
And then Godzilla like starts coming towards New York and he's breaking up the dock. And the old man is running and he's like crying as he's running. He's like, I don't want to die. And I was like, I remember as a kid, I was like, I feel really bad for that old man.
All right.
Old people get me. But for some reason in this movie, it just didn't happen.
I remember the first old person who got me was my great uncle Benny.
Is this a
All right, it didn't work.
yeah. I knew what you were doing. But
Cracking myself up is what I'm fucking doing.
okay.
But I loved the opening shot of the rowboat with the sun going down, and you see Ryan Gosling rowing the boat. I thought that was an awesome shot during the opening credits.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
The cranes fly by. I thought that was an incredible shot. I was kind of hooked right from that because I was like, this is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. The industrial cranes flew by.
Very good.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh my God, get down.
But I thought that was a really awesome. I thought the music was excellent there. That opening really hooked me. It was a really gorgeous, understated opening.
Yeah, and the color palette too. Like it was like a sun setting or rising. Either way, it was like orange.
Yeah.
It was very nice. Very nice. It like really sets the tone for like what kind of movie this is going to be. Like,
right.
Very good stuff.
And I had to fucking right away. They have a great line at the beginning, has me dying when Duke goes, how's it hanging, Harry? And Harry goes, I keep wanting to die, but they won't let me.
Yeah. Like, hey man, I was just asking you how you were. Why don't you fucking relax?
Relatable.
Whoa. My first note is, wow, this dude is toxic. Because he's like, hey, it's getting late. All right, so he's like, hey, go out with me. And she's like, with a group of her friends. She's like, I don't even know you. No. And he's like, hey, fucking go out with me already. And then they get on the Ferris wheel. He jumps on.
Like a psychopath. Like a fucking psychopath.
And then he's like, if you don't go out with me, I'm going to fucking kill myself. So, like, right off the bat, I'm like, I'm not on this guy's side.
Well, you're right. She fucking, when she pantses him there, I was like, is she going to suck his dick?
That's your first thought?
That was my first thought. I was like, she's going to suck his dick.
I think it's strange that, I think that part is strange because for the rest of the movie, other than like laying in the street, like the guy he's pretty normal.
Right.
So like for him to be like, go out with me or I'm going to fucking kill myself in front of you and all these people is very strange to me. because after that he's just like, oh, I built furniture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix up a house. Like, okay, I get it. You could feel passion, and that makes you do crazy things. But like, you also just met this woman. Uh, let's take a step back.
Yeah.
I think that this movie has a lot to do with some expectations in relationships where people are like, if you wouldn't fucking die for me, we're done. And it's like, why don't you fucking take a step back? Why don't you take a step back?
Yeah. No, I totally get it. Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it.
Noah is desperate for some pussy. And I do like that when they meet up again, she's like, no, I'm not going out with you.
Yeah.
She's like, I know I said that, but that's so you wouldn't fucking kill yourself.
But also in that moment, like you said, she pantses him, which is dangerous. The man is dangling.
And so is his dick. She sucked it right in front of that dude.
No, Robbie, that's fan fiction.
Cranking it. 2 hands, twisting the head.
Wow.
She pulled off. She's like dripping down on the chin.
Good Lord. I do not remember this part.
It was a cut scene.
Yeah, you watched the director's cut.
Yeah. That dude got cut. That dude was getting cucked.
Yeah, right in front of him.
Yeah.
And everyone at that carnival. Also, okay, so she pantses him. So like the guy's dangling.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, Robbie. It didn't. But like what if you you pulled his pants and then like he just fell? Like then you're a murderer. Like what are you thinking? You're thinking like the thought process is strange because he's like, I'll kill myself if you don't go out with me. And then she's like, all right, fine, I'll go out with you. But also I'm going to risk your life to embarrass you. So like, why did you say yes if you don't care if he dies?
I don't think she even thought that he could fall because she undid his belt and everything too.
That's true.
Which is probably why I thought she was going to suck his dick.
Whenever a woman undoes somebody's belt, you're like, is it happening?
If a woman starts undoing your belt, you don't think like, oh, this is a good scenario.
I mean, I can't imagine any other scenario where that would happen.
Exactly. So why don't you eat shit?
I don't want to eat shit, Robbie.
I will not eat one iota of shit. Check out our previous episode of Knives Out. I beat you to it, you piece of poop. Got him again. I'm so good.
Son of a gun, Robbie. What is the logic of stopping the Ferris wheel because somebody got on and didn't pay? What is the fucking logic? The guy's fucking 30 feet in the air now. How is he going to pay you?
Well, that's how you do it.
That's how you do what?
You kill them.
You murder them.
Okay. This is 1940s justice.
Yeah, I guess.
The good old days, Andy. First wheel rides cost a nickel, say. Get on down here, Mr. Gosling.
If you don't pay, it's going to come out of my paycheck, see?
Oh, she's sucking his cock, everyone.
His cockaroo.
A little bit dripped on me. When they go to the movie theater, those 2 people are just fucking going hard at each other. They're just making out.
Yeah. Also, did people make out like that in the 40s?
I guess. It's in the movie. It's gotta be real.
Oh, shit.
I have no idea.
I feel like everything seems so like prim and like, straight-laced. Like they're just making out in the street later.
Yeah.
Like in broad daylight. I feel like you get shot for that in the 40s.
Was it illegal to fuck in the street in the 40s? Yes, it was.
Turns out.
Yeah, what do you know? What do you know? This dude lies down in the road and convinces Rachel McAdams to do the same. Like, what are we doing?
Again, this man is toxic and unhinged. Maybe
like,
Give yourself a wide berth for this man.
That car was not stopping either.
No, he was just laying on the horn, like,
Yeah.
get out of the street. Like, will you
And-
slow down?
And then she comes so hard when she's laughing. Like, she laughs so hard she comes.
Where are you getting that?
Her noises.
Okay.
She made a lot of like squealing noises.
I think she's just a breathy lady.
She loves danger.
Nice.
Danger.
So in that scene, he says, "That's your problem. You don't do what you want." Well, I'm a woman in the 40s, so I don't have a lot of options. Okay.
That's fair.
Can't really do anything, actually. Also, he says, you don't do what you want. Now, do what I want and lay down in the middle of the street. Like, what is this?
She's trying to make her have fun.
I get it. I get this. It's just, you don't do what you want.
All right.
Shut up.
All right. Noah's dad makes them pancakes for some reason.
Does he? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's like, I'll make pancakes. And it's like midnight. I'm like, what? All right.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
when they're reading poetry on the porch.
Like, no, we used to have a stutter.
Yeah.
I do like that Noah's dad's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, he wasn't like, who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this slut? But Dad, what the fuck?
He winds up dying out of nowhere.
Does he? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah.
You have to watch the movie.
You got to watch the movie. Shit. I just read the back of the DVD case. But
you're doing really good so far. I'm going to be honest.
I know. Right?
It's incredible.
Well, yeah, I remember he buried him. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I figured.
What, you didn't think he was dead yet? You think he just buried him?
You hear like, but like,
Noah buried his daddy alive.
Yeah. But I figured that would be the thing that got her back to town.
Okay.
When it happened, but it wasn't. But I guess it's different back then. Because like you would like now you see funerals and stuff like on Facebook or like they'll text you like, hey, somebody died. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, I'll go to that. But like back then, I guess you just have to check the obituaries or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandfather used to do that. Just read the obituaries and then just go to funerals of people he thought he knew.
Huh.
That's what retired people do.
My grandpa used to read the obituaries and beat his meat.
Jesus Christ, our Zord, amen. Hey, at some point, Noah teaches Allie how to drive. Like, wasn't that illegal in 1940?
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't have a lot of choices.
I like that both of the dads are very supportive, actually. Because, like, even Allie's dad's like, yeah, I'm cool with him.
Yeah, he's like, all right, she loves him.
And her mom's like, but he's poor.
Yeah. And then, like, that's the thing that's kind of a kick in the ass is, like, towards the end, it's revealed that, like, the mom played the biggest part in keeping them apart. Like, she hid the letters.
Yeah.
And then she like drives her to some construction site, and she's like, "That was my Noah, but I didn't go with him." And then she starts crying. It's like, all right, so if you felt this pain, why are you making me feel this pain? What are you doing, Mom?
Well, you know what they say, women be cray.
Huh?
Those are your words.
That's weird because you said it.
Well, that's what you wrote in my high school yearbook.
Is it?
Yeah, you wrote, you know what they say, women be cray.
Huh.
Andy Rutherford Jafferis.
That is not my middle name.
Well, you changed it.
Yes, legally. So this would never resurface, but here you are.
Allie's mom calls Noah trash, and that really hit home because I know every woman I've ever dated had that same convo with their parents. Like, I just know that happened.
Well, I mean,
also, Noah's a really smart guy. Yeah, he's like, you're gonna hit me, I'll hit myself. I ain't gonna fucking hit you. That's a smart move. Because then you get a nice bruise, then you can call the cops and be like, look what she did to me.
it's I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I can't. I'm just not going to comment on it.
I like how after that, Allie can't believe they're breaking up. You just smacked him. You were just smacking the shit out of him, and you're like, I can't believe we're breaking up.
Well, she's very, like, they're both very dramatic people.
Well, it's clear she's going to have dementia when she's older.
Yeah, it's clear she's like a little off her rocker, like from the get. She's just like very manic, and it's like, like that's after a while, like they never really lived together. I feel like that's something like once you live with that person, like after like 3 months, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Every day, all the time with this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but she's smacking you up.
Yeah, like, and then like they're always like, oh, we were fighting, but that's us. And it's always like, I'm not going to tell anybody how to fucking, have a successful relationship. But like, if you're fighting, if I was in a relationship where we were fighting like every day, like that's just us, I'd be like, this fucking sucks. We suck. We should get the fuck out of here. This sucks.
Yeah, but the sex is incredible.
I guess they didn't even have sex until years later.
That's fair, because they do that really weird undressing scene where it's like so slow, like, I take off my pants. And then she's like, and I'll take off my pants. And he's like, I'll take off my shirt. She's like, and I'll take off. I'm like, why is this taking so long?
And I'll take off my bloomers.
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing?
So
and then his boxers are like down to his shins.
Yeah, that's some 40s boxers.
Yeah, and then they're like, let's fuck. And then she's like, wait. And it's like, either fuck or don't. Because like she's like, no, I want to do this. And it's like, you don't seem like you want to do this. And it's like, dude, she's clearly uncomfortable. Walk away. But it's also like, hey, Allie, be a little more upfront and just say no.
Right. I mean, honestly, I will say that is one of the more realistic attempted lovemaking scenes in movies. Because usually in movies, and I comment on this every time when my wife and I are watching, like any movie with the sex scene, like they're always in a fucking rush and they're like slamming each other against the and like ripping, like, and they're like just sucking on each other. Like that's not, at least in my experience, that's not how it is. Like I'm not just like, let's go right now. Let's happen right now. It's like, guys, relax. So like them undressing each other.
They didn't undress each other.
Not each other, but like in front of each other. And I get it's like symbolic, like I'm bearing myself to you. I'm opening myself. Okay, sure. I get it. It is a little dramatic, for the movie. Like, because in real life, if that happened, it would be terribly awkward. Like, I'm not that comfortable with my body where I could just be like, and this is my penis.
Like that's the thing. Like that's the thing. I don't know. I get the awkwardness, but the slowly undressing, taking one piece of clothing off at a time. It's like, but, so what are we doing here? Because I enjoyed
before. That. Has he?
I'm convinced.
That a fact. I mean,
he's totally fucked before.
He's got that vibe about him for sure. I mean, he was like, go out with me or I'll kill myself.
Yeah, like,
which makes me think he's done this before.
Yeah, so like he's definitely fucked before. She hasn't.
Okay.
And it's just like that awkward scene. I don't know. I hated that scene. I was like, what are we doing here?
That was one of my the scenes I liked more because it was I don't know, something was like, it was real. It was like, like, of course a little dramatic and a little cringeworthy at parts, but like that's kind of what that, like, your first sexual encounter is. It is fucking awkward. It's never been like, yeah, this is fucking sexy on your first time. Nah,
I agree. I totally agree. But like my first sex time also wasn't like, I'm going to take off my shirt and then I'll wait for you to take off your shirt.
Of course.
And then it also wasn't this thing where we kind of started and then she was like, oh, wait. So I stopped. I was like, all right, I'll stop. And she's like, well, I don't want you to stop. And it's like, well, what do you want?
Yeah, that's a theme.
Like,
what do you want?
Like, okay, you're stopping me, but then you're telling me not to stop. Like, I don't fucking know.
I think that is, again, very relatable. You're like, I want this to happen, but am I is this correct? Like, I don't, I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm scared. And like, I'm literally in the most vulnerable position I've ever been in my entire life. My life is in your hands.
My
I'm
life is in
confused.
your hands.
Well, my, because in that moment, that is you, like, that's literally all you're thinking about.
That is, I no. You have a weird relationship with sex, my guy.
No, I'm talking about the first time.
No,
Your first time.
no. Like I was just hyped.
I was scared.
I was fucking hyped. I was like, let's go. I'm
At
gonna
least,
fuck.
at least I think I'm gonna be scared because this hasn't happened yet for
Oh
me,
my
Robbie.
god. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I
Not
was
all of us are so lucky, Robbie.
okay. Okay. Well, you're married, so
Well, she's a hard nut to crack, Robbie.
no, I was just hyped.
Yeah, I was hyped too.
I didn't know what to do.
That scene, like I said, they're not like knocking shit over. They're not like going at each other, but they do later when they
Yeah.
actually fuck.
Yeah.
And that scene less less good to me.
Well,
It's
you
like
know
a
what I hated
typical,
about that scene?
what's that?
It goes on for so long. And it's like you can very easily just imply that they had sex by showing them kissing for a few minutes and then the next time they just cut to them laying in bed together. I don't need
Yeah.
this long scene of them basically just kissing and rubbing against each other.
Yeah, knocking shit over.
Like you're not even showing anything. And that sounds like such like a immature thing to say, but it's like why are we getting implied nudity for a solid like just cut. Just don't do this. Have them kiss and then oh look, now they're laying in bed together talking. I can imply they kissed. You don't need a clock there so I see how long he lasted.
And then the first thing she says is like, so that's what I've been missing this whole time? Like,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
And it's like, oh, what's going on with Lon? Oh, when they're in the army, all the guys covering their wieners is hysterical.
That was some of the weakest army shit I've seen in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, it was not clear that his friend like died there.
You didn't think so? I wrote it. Then Finn dies.
Yeah, it's obvious he dies, but like they just look at each other for like a minute. And then that's it. It's like, okay, like he was just laying in like a pile of dirt. Like, what happened? Was he shot? Yeah. Like, what? I don't know. It was just like, I've seen better.
Okay. No, I don't think you were supposed to care about the war scene. I think it was more like, all right, let's find a reason for this guy to get out of the movie, and we need a time jump.
Yeah. Also, I didn't give a shit about that guy.
Oh no. Listen, like, I didn't really give a shit about all the stuff with Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all the old people carried this movie, the older versions of them.
I think, yeah, they like the emotional weight was definitely with them. I found some of the Ryan Gosling stuff relatable just because
you're a creep.
Yeah, because I'm just like a weird creep.
Yeah, that's how you got your furniture. Wife. You said, "Marry me or I'll fucking kill myself."
Yeah, and then I fucking like rebuilt a house and just held on to it until the right buyer came,
which was no one.
Which was actually no one. This house is too good for anyone. I'm a weirdo, but I mean, I get it. He's a broken man. Wah, but like, come on, you gotta move on, man. Like, you gotta. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I think he just doing. I mean, it's a nice house.
No, not the house. I'm talking about Rachel McAdams. Like, you gotta.
Yeah, that I totally agree. I mean, he was banging Mary Shaw.
Yeah, and she was great. She was a widow. So like, she's been through some shit, and then like she fucking knows. She's like, there's somebody else. You're like waiting for them, right? And he's like, yeah.
But like,
then she shows up, and then
at least he was honest.
Yeah, and that's not the problem. The problem I thought was, and my wife, we watched it together, and I said it then, and she was like, I don't think so. I think she's being nice. But when she shows up after Rachel McAdams came back and they banged, and like she knocks on the door. Was it Martha?
Is it Martha or Mary? Martha. I wrote Mary the first time. It's Martha.
Okay. She knocks on the door and then she was like, oh, that's her? And then like Rachel McAdams comes out and she's like, hey, I heard a lot about you. You want to come in? And I was like, that seems mean to me.
I think they threesomed.
I mean, fingers crossed.
That's what I thought. I honestly thought they had a threesome.
Hmm. What a strange turn that movie has taken.
I genuinely believed.
Huh. That did not even cross my mind.
Because like they're all cool. Like,
Yeah. But like, I don't know. If the girl I know that he's been like essentially using for the past, waiting for me, right? And she shows up and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know she was here." And then like, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, come on in. Let me show you how much he fucking loves me more than you."
yeah, I understand, but that's why I think it was like a situation where they're like they threesomed and then they stood in front of him and said, "Choose one of us. Who's got that better grippy, baby?
Whoa,
Who's got a better
whoa,
grippy for the goose?"
goose.
God, because he's Ryan Gosling.
Ah, very good. That's very good. Oh man. I don't think we're gonna make a better joke than that. So let's just wrap this up.
When Allie asks Noah, "Why didn't you write her?" I thought she said, "Why didn't you write me?" And I was like, "That's a weird question."
Hmm.
And then Laura was like, "You're a fucking idiot."
She wrong?
No, I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm rude.
I thought Rachel McAdams was the fucking worst. Like, she's all right. She's good usually. She was not good in this movie. I did think her character was the fucking worst. Like, after a
Oh, you
while.
mean acting wise?
No. Her character was the worst.
Oh,
She
yeah,
also
yeah.
wasn't very good in this because I thought her accent was horrible and her fake laugh was really bad.
See, I didn't think that any of the performances were bad.
I thought Ryan Gosling was really good, and I thought James Gardner and Gena Rowlands were really good. But I thought Rachel McAdams was eh.
Hmm. I thought, like I said, Rachel McAdams' character she's like too much. It's just too much.
Well, like
Like everything is like, I'm crying. Like, all right.
they never tell you, like, does she leave James Marsden's character? Does she leave Lon, or does he break up with her? Because
I don't know.
like,
Like she tells him, and he's so fucking cool about it.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like this dude was in love with you. You were engaged.
Yeah. And then you're like, so I went. You remember how when I said I was going away for a few days, and you said, "Should I be worried?" And I said, "No, I love you. We're gonna get married when I get back." And then like I went there and I fucked my ex, and then I came back and I just told you about it, and then you said, "Hey, look, I want you to be happy. You're the greatest man of all time."
Yeah.
Because if somebody came out, I'd be like, "All right, get the fuck out of my face. You just destroyed our trust." I literally asked you, "Should I be worried?" And you said no, and you gave me a smooch. Fuck you, Rachel. Also, then after that, she's not even fucking 100% about Ryan Gosling, and that's when he's like, "What do you fucking want?"
Yeah.
And she's
She's
like,
the
"I don't
fucking
know
worst.
because you're both so good." Yeah, but why the fuck did you come back here? You piece of shit. You're just like ruining everybody's lives. That's like love in this movie is kind of like a destructive force.
Love conquers all, Andy.
We have to be together, but we have to destroy everything
Love
in our wake.
conquers all.
Conquer this.
I do like
Conquer's Bad
oh,
Fur Day for Nintendo 64.
very good. Very good. I do like guest director Quentin Tarantino for the scene where she's in the tub moving the faucet with her foot.
Very good.
Thank you. At one point, Allie goes, "I'm a stupid woman," which is a pretty redundant sentence.
Her mom says the same thing.
Oh, maybe it was the mom who said it. I don't know.
No, they both say it. Because
Oh,
I remember thinking like that's some like crazy self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. Like
yeah.
somebody was like, "You're a stupid woman," and they're like, "I'm a stupid woman."
Well, yeah.
The 40s, baby.
That's exactly what it is. Hey, you know what's a gross fucking line? When she's drinking like wine or whatever, and he goes, "You slow down. I don't want to have to take advantage of you," or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, dude, my guy,
Yoish.
my
I mean,
guy, my dude,
but the
my
reason
guy.
rule of threes, baby. But the reason I said that Ryan Gosling, his character is like somewhat relatable, is because like, have you ever been like the pocket guy, the guy in a girl's pocket, where they're like, let's say you had like you dated for a little bit or something, and then they were like, this isn't really working out. You're like, okay, whatever. And then like they'll call you every now and then, and like you're the guy occasionally, and then but you're like, is this good? Like, are we going out together? No, no, no. But like they keep you around for a while, and then you're just like kind of wasting your own time because you're like waiting on them like an idiot.
Nah,
Okay, so I've been there, right?
women
That's
like
how
me.
a woman likes you, Robbie. Anyway,
Which is a miracle in and of itself.
the yeah, when he's like just waiting for her, like, and he's like, I'm gonna build furniture, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Like, I felt that. I was like, I remember wasting my time. But you know what? I fucking snapped out of it. I snapped out. I was like, what am I fucking doing? I remember the day it hit me too. It was like it's like a reawakening. Like it hit me. I was like, it's been fucking like 3 years. What am I doing? And I fucking now I'm here. Look at me now. But like that part was relatable to me. Like he was the more relatable character because he like when she does come back and they bang and everything, he's like, all right, so we're going out again, right? Like, so we're gonna pick up where we left off. And she's like, well,
I'm engaged.
yeah. And he's like, well, and that's when he says, if you leave here, I hate you. Because like, fuck you. You came back, you're gonna stay. Because like I built this whole house. This was our dream, right? Or they talked about it in before they took each other close. Well,
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, I still don't know. And he's like, well, fucking figure it out, asshole. And she's like, well,
Well, it would have helped the movie a little bit if they made James Marsden's character a bad guy in any way.
Right, but I like that they didn't because she's the bad guy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But like I was waiting for the scene where he like just beat the shit out of her or something.
Right. And that's what you expect in like any romantic movie.
Yeah.
Because the other guy is always a bad guy. But in this case, the other guy was a fantastic man.
Yeah. And like that's the thing where it's like, yeah, I guess that's a nice subversion of what you expect. But it's just so
it doesn't make you like the character.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like Ryan Gosling or Noah seems slightly pathetic. But like he ultimately won out in the end. This guy was like understanding somehow. And I was like, we were engaged. Like we were ready to go.
Yeah. The whole like, I just want you to be happy. Like I would be like, get the fuck out of my face. It's a good thing that this happened before we got married, asshole.
And I would just be like, hey, is it like an all the time? Are you leaving me for him or are you just going to go fuck them sometimes? Because I'm cool with that.
All right. I mean,
yeah.
Pretty open-minded.
Yeah. Women are allowed to cheat,
I didn't know that.
Them's the rules, baby.
Huh.
Yeah.
So then we get to the old people, right? And this is where Robbie starts bawling his eyes out.
I didn't take notes for the last 10 minutes of the movie because once we're just James Garner and Gena Rowlands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like she's like, I remember. And like he's like, oh, I don't know how long you have. I was like, oh, this happens sometimes. I was like, oh my god, this is sad as shit.
Yeah, and he says, well, she was like, how long does this last? And he was like 5 minutes. And she was like, well, let's dance, baby.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god. And then when she was like, who are you? I was like, oh, and like I was expecting just like a death at the end. And when like this is what we were doing, I was like, this is sadder than any death could have just like.
Well, it's. I think when he finds her again, like at the very end, like after the heart attack, and they make a pact. They're like, let's fucking die together right here, right now. Yeah. And they just fucking do. It's like sad, but also like very nice. It's like beautiful in a way, Yeah.
No, I totally agree.
It's very good.
I do think this was the saddest non-dog related movie. that I've ever seen.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I
Very good.
wept. I wept. I wept. I slept, and then I wept.
Right. And just because I didn't cry doesn't mean I don't think it was good. I think it was very good. I
Yeah.
think that part is the strongest part
Yeah.
because it, like,
It's the most relatable part for especially I think a young person in this generation, because I think a lot of people, when this came out in 2004, I was 15 years old, and I think a lot of people around our age watched this movie and saw our grandparents in those two characters.
yeah.
And I think that's really what it was, is a lot of people were going through this with their own families, a lot of people that's why I think this movie holds such good regard for people. When I was in high school, I didn't know a person who said a bad thing about this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know guys who were like,
Yeah.
that movie sucks. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But
You loved it.
it
It's a
was
good
very
movie.
good. Yeah, it's a very good movie, and I just think it holds its place for a lot of people, because like I said, for me, it's grandparents. For a lot of people, it could even be their parents, where it's like that scene is so emotional and so relatable, that everything before that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing, is nothing. Like, the scenes where they're on the boat is nice,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it's just like nothing until we're getting into the fucking, okay, here we go. Now it's just James Garner. It's just Gena Rowlands. We're not going back, which I thought really helped the movie, is at the end of the movie, they did not go back
Yes.
to
Yeah.
the
They just showed
40s.
pictures.
Yes.
And that was a good touch. Yeah.
We didn't get scenes in the 50s and 60s and 70s of them raising children. They didn't try to fill in any of that. We got right to, all right, now we are just here. We are in the present day, and here we go. And I thought that was a really nice touch for the end of the movie, because they just relied on two really strong performances.
Yeah. I agree. Very good. It's a very, very good ending. And like I cared about the Ryan Gosling and Allie stuff. Honestly, I didn't put it together that the old people were them until like a little later than I'd like to say.
Okay.
Like I would say like around the third time they went back to the old folks home, like in the flash forward. And I was like, wait a minute.
That's really funny.
Them. And my wife was like, no shit, idiot.
That's really fun. I realized that. But what I didn't realize, I thought she married James Marsden until the kids show up. And I still was like, oh, okay, I guess like they just rediscovered. And then my partner goes, like, she paused it. She goes, so did you realize they like got married and stuff? I was like, wait, they got married? And she's like, oh my God, did I ruin it for you? He was like, I thought she married James Marsden.
Honestly, I was hoping that he would dodge the bullet, because like really around the time when they get back together and she still doesn't know what she wants, I was like, get the fuck out of there, dude. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But then she comes back and I was like, okay, yeah, all right. I'm happy for him either way, whatever.
But like I thought, like, until that scene, I thought she had married James Marsden and like they were reuniting or some shit.
Yeah, and that would also, I don't think that would make the movie worse.
No,
I think that I mean,
like I said, I don't think any of it mattered until that last scene. It could literally, it could have been any story at all, any love story you wanted to tell. It did not matter, because by the time we're there, because you know what it might be? I think part of it was like, I didn't spend the movie with James Gardner and Gena Rowlands. I spent 95% of the movie with Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams.
Right.
So like there's this almost disconnect between the rest of the movie and this ending here.
Right.
So, I only, like, that's why I said, like, they could have told any story they wanted to there. Ryan Gosling's character could have been an astronaut. It would not have mattered to me.
Well, the astronauts, there weren't really any astronauts until the 1960s, Robbie. Hope Rob did like they did at the end of the movie, and he willed himself to die. But yeah, beautiful ending. And I think that, like you said, that is really the only part that really matters in this movie is like they really fucking pulled together with the ending.
Yeah,
the rest of the movie's all right. But that ending really seals the deal and make this like a very good movie.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. And the performances all around I think are very good, but the powerhouse is the old folk. I don't know the actors.
James Garner. Yeah, James Garner was fucking awesome in this.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
I would like to do more movies like this. I know we do like blockbusters for the
We're
most
doing
part.
this for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, Robbie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Saint Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I like romantic movies if they get it right. You know, like I can't even fucking name one right now other
Very
than
good.
this because I haven't seen a lot. But I like
like
it.
Love Actually.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
I like I don't know. I'd like to expand my because right now literally all I watch is like science fiction stuff.
And Shrek.
Because that's like and Shrek. I love Shrek, but like that's like everything now that's what it is. It's just like science fiction has taken over the mainstream. So that's all I watch. I'd like to branch out. And comedy. I watch a lot of comedy, but like comedy's hard to do for this.
No, I totally get that. Because then we're just sitting there quoting the movie.
Yeah. That part was funny. Or that part wasn't funny.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah.
Very good.
So what would you give this movie? I'm gonna out of I would watch this again for sure to I would not watch this again.
Because of how sad the ending is, I don't really want to watch it again.
Okay.
Like just because I know it's sad. Like it's
Right.
not a bad movie by any stretch. But
Right.
it's like I don't feel like being I don't like being sad. I don't like I get it's effective when it makes me sad. That's what it's trying to do.
Right.
I particularly don't like movies that make me sad.
So I think that sad movies that get you, and when I say get you, I mean make you cry, make you feel something rough,
make you feel something down in the dick.
Yeah, make you feel something rotten. But like I feel like they're always diminishing returns because like nothing's gonna get you like the first time.
Okay,
like
that's fair.
The first time I saw Forrest Gump when I was like 8 or 9, I cried like a baby at the end when he's like, "He's so smart, Jenny," and I was like, like now I watch it, I'm like, let's wrap it up.
Well, yeah,
Been here for 3 hours.
It's because that movie sucks,
right? And I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but like, it's things like this. Like if I watch this again, it's not going to have the same effect because I know it's coming, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
So like sad movies always have diminishing returns in my opinion, but like unless you're showing it to someone else, you're like, yo, check this shit out, it's going to make you cry. I'm like, fuck.
Well, that seems like mean to do. Time.
Yeah, but like I don't know. A lot of time I find I'm the kind of guy who's like, especially with my wife, I'm like, I watched this thing or I played this thing, and it fucking made me feel something. I want to see how it makes you feel. So like, I just played God of War 2. God of War Ragnarok. And
I'm sorry, God of War what?
Ragdollcock.
Thank you. Oh, I understand now. Okay.
Check out our Thor 3 podcast.
Check out all Thor. We've done every Thor.
That's true. We did. And that game, several instances made me feel something
in the loins.
A very well written game. Holy shit. And like, she would watch me sometimes, and then like, whenever there was like a real cutscene come, I'd be like, babe, get it. She'd like run in and we'd watch it together, and like she fucking cried watching this game.
Really?
Yeah, no, this game's fucking incredible. It's so good. But just shit like that. Like, I don't know. I'm the kind of person who's like, I felt this way. Did you feel this way? It's like, if not, I hate you.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I don't know.
Divorce.
Yeah, it's in the works. Over God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, that's really sad.
Isn't it? Isn't it just? But
isn't it bust?
Isn't it rust?
Isn't it dust?
Okay, let's. You got any questions about?
Isn't it lust?
The Goat Book.
Oh, I got 1, 2, 3,
It's a book
4
about
questions.
goats. Can you imagine at the end after they die, the camera pans to the notebook itself, and it shows like his handwritten notes. It'd be funny if it was just pictures of goats that he drew. It's called the Goat Book.
I like it.
Thanks.
I'll kill
Thank you.
myself.
Yeah.
How many questions do you have? I have 4-0.
I have one.
Okay. Well, I'll go first, I guess. Questions. How much does it have to suck when you get to that age as an actor or actress and they go, all right, so you're going to die of natural causes?
That's probably a real hit to the ego.
Like, it's got to be, it's like, all right, so your character is going to be so old that you are going to be able to will yourself to death.
Yeah. Now, also speaking as
a man who wants to will himself to death.
Right. No, as a man who probably isn't aging as well as they could. Ryan Gosling did not age well in this movie.
No.
Okay, continue.
I don't think James Garner looked anything like Ryan Gosling.
Not at all.
Which I think added to the disconnect.
Yes, it did. And same with the ladies.
Yeah.
They didn't look anything alike.
Questions.
The birth of their children and grandchildren are largely absent from Noah's story. You didn't think that would maybe jog a few memories? Remember that time you birthed another human being out of your body?
I wonder if it's different stories every day.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like
some work better than others. She just didn't give a shit about her kids.
Yeah, well, I do. I wonder if it's like different stories every day to like, oh yeah, we also have kids. Today we'll remember your kids and all that shit.
Yeah, that was like looking back when the family comes and they give her a hug and she's like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm gonna go take a nap," and they're all like, "Oh," like that hits harder knowing.
Yeah, it's so sad
that it's her kids. Like you feel bad for the family. Also, at the end of the movie, like, yeah, you guys are together forever, but I just lost both my parents at the same time. Jesus.
Yikes. I touched on this before, but did Allie, Noah, and Martha threesome?
Fingers crossed, baby.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Questions. Why does Allie opt not to put clothes on while she paints?
Yeah, she just like walks around with that blanket.
Yeah. She's like, I'll paint in the nude.
And then her mom shows up and she's like, "Mom, check out my titties." You remember that? I was like, this movie is weird, but I'm into it.
Check out my round mounds of pounds. All right. Questions. Who dumped who? Allie or Lon?
I don't know, because he's so fucking respectable and like nice about it. He's like, "Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta cheat on me and then be indecisive about it."
That's all my questiones.
Oh, let's get into some trivia.
I
barely know her. He flew away. Robbie flew away.
I'm gone.
Wings burst out of his back, and he fucking flew away like an
like the movie Michael, starring John Travolta.
Sure.
How many trivias you got? I got 5.
I also have 5.
Okay, cool. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, do it. Do it. Hit me with it.
What is the name of the movie they saw on their first date?
Lil Abner.
God.
I'll delete that question. Yeah.
Okay. You want to hear my choices?
Sure. I'll read you mine.
There's only one funny. It's Lil Abner or Big Abner.
I had the Magnificent Ambersons, the lady from Shanghai, and Boomtown.
Boomtown.
Yeah. The Boomtown Rats. In 1940, what was the first?
Why were you trembling?
Because the song's about sad things.
Okay.
What was the first thing Noah says to Allie? Do you want to dance with me? Those bazongas be a honkin'. Let's take a walk. Sweet tush, baby.
Well, it is the 40s.
Yeah.
I'd like to say them bazonkas be a honkin', but I think it's Will You Dance With Me?
Yeah. Do you want to dance with me? Yep.
Okay. The song that Allie plays on the pianist is Prelude in E minor by what classical composer? Is it Beethoven, Mozart, Chopin, Wagner, or me?
I don't think it's you.
Rude.
I'm going to say Chopin.
You are correct.
Oh, swinging low,
Chopping.
dragging on the floor, getting a scab on the head.
Oh, good fucking Lord, Robbie.
How much money does Noah make per hour at the lumber yard? 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, or 60 cents?
40 cents.
It is 40 cents, yeah.
Yeah. I remember they all scoff. They all go,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
They're like, broke boy, broke boy, broke boy. It's like, stop.
A peasant within our midst. Which actor was not considered for the role of Noah?
Oh, Mel Brooks.
Okay. Well, let me.
I'm sure
Out
he
of
wasn't
the-
considered.
Out of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Was it Justin Timberlake, Josh Brolin, Jim Carrey, Ryan Reynolds, or me?
I'm going to say Jim Carrey.
Incorrect. He was actually considered.
Interesting.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Yes, that's why I said interesting.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Oh, I'm going to lose my mind.
Would you like to take another guess? Justin Timberlake, Josh Brolin, Ryan Reynolds, or me?
Oh, is it just you?
I was not considered, so that is true. But there is another person
Like-
on this list.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I thought that was like I didn't realize was it Josh Brolin?
No, he was also considered.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Just
Justin Timberlake was also considered.
Oh,
I think that would have been a bit of a stunt cast because it's 2004.
yeah. I don't think he does his own stunts though.
Yeah, probably not.
What time did Allie's parents call the police because she wasn't home by? 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
2 a.m.
It was 2 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched this movie.
Yeah.
Which film adaptation of a Nicholas Sparks film is this movie? Is it the first, the second, the third, the fourth, or the fifth? Or me?
Wait. So, what? Say this one more time.
Okay, which adaptation of a Nicholas Sparks book is this
Okay,
movie?
I understand this question now.
The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or me?
I'm gonna say fourth.
You are very close.
Is it the third?
It is the third.
All right, I had no idea.
That's right.
According to the sign, what's the population of Seabrook? 2702, 2703, 2704, 2705.
2704.
It is 2704.
Holy shit. I've committed this entire movie to memory
That's incredible.
and also to memory.
That's incredible edible egg.
I'm talking babies.
Let's
Right.
talk about boobies. There were none in this movie.
I think you saw the side.
That's not good enough. Not good enough. You don't get a toasted titties for side boob.
Dude is pissed. All right. What famous director was attached to this movie for a hot second? Was it Steven Spielberg, Joe Johnston, Ridley Scott, or me?
Spielberg.
Correct.
Yeah, that seems like a Spielberg thing.
Would have been pretty interesting as well. Yeah, me neither.
Wow. I do have a song.
You have a song?
I have a song. I also have a thong.
Oh, shit. That's what I forgot.
I have a thong to thong thong thong.
I love the way the booty go.
Yep.
I love the way the booty go. Is that what he said?
He's fucking sick. Now
Full
what
slaps.
I don't seem to have is a picky to flippy.
Oh, I've got. Call it, Robbie.
All right. I'm gonna say tailsies.
Oh, I landed on my balls again. Yikes. All right, Tails it is there, Robonzo Beans.
Nice. I'll go first. My song's a nice piano ballad. And it's called Magic Love, parentheses, do you remember? And it goes like this. That's my song, Magic Love, parentheses, do you remember?
Do you remember?
On December's foggy freeze, right?
Oh, very good. Well, the Ice the King. Nice.
Turns out it's a pretty common question to ask in songs.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. It was emotional.
Yeah. I sang the words at 7 a.m. this morning and woke up my partner.
Nice.
Yeah. Because for those of you who don't know, we're recording this in the morning, which you don't usually do. If you're thinking to yourself, Rob's slurring a lot less than usual, it's because we recorded in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on all the the emotional bits and yeah, it's very very good.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I just kind of thought about the movie, went through it, and just from the perspective of like, hey, trying to get the movie, this guy trying to get his wife to remember their life together. Sad.
Yeah, yeah, it is sad.
Sad.
I'm sad. Oh.
Tell us about your thong.
Well,
It's got brown stains.
Not very sanitary.
You got a poopy butt.
I don't wipe very well.
Oh boy.
My song is called "What Do You Want?"
I want a bicycle.
Okay. Yeah, and it's okay. I recorded the drums. I always record the drums first, and I don't play to anything. Like I don't have a click. So that's why my songs always start at one tempo and end at another. Which you probably noticed if you're a longtime listener, first time caller. And
Very
the I at a moment I dropped a stick, but I didn't stop playing, and then I caught the stick. And there's probably a moment that you can hear that happening. But my wife said she couldn't notice. And I said, well, that's because you're an idiot.
That's good.
And yeah, it was a big blowout fight. We're not doing too well. Anyway, we're fine. That didn't happen. Well, it did happen, but we jest. We have a good time, Robbie.
You jest on their chests.
Nice. Anyway, my song is called "What Do You Want?" So that's my song. What do you want?
I like that guitar part.
Thank you.
I like that. Was it on a fill when you dropped the drumstick?
Kind of.
Was it like a transition fill, like you're going from like a verse to a chorus or a chorus to a verse?
It was from the part after.
You were like a and you like dropped it, and you went to and you were going to the ride cymbal.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard it.
So it was like right before the last part.
Yeah, because it was like it was at the end of a big fill.
Yeah, it was like a build fill, and I dropped it, and then I caught it, and I was like,
Okay.
I'm just gonna. It's fine.
And honestly, I was only listening for it. Like, if you didn't tell me, I would have noticed. But I was like, I'm gonna find this fucking drop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking find it.
Yeah. The line knocking down my fence. Like, you came here. Remember, she drove into his fence.
Yeah, women drivers.
Am I right? Well, like, she was like, I'm sorry, I'll leave, and then she just like knocks down his fence, and then he's like, hey, why don't you come in? And you're paying for that shit.
Yeah.
But I think I thought a little too hard into the fence thing because I brought it up to my wife, and she was like, I don't know. But I think when she breaks the fence down, it's like symbolism. She like came and she's knocking down his fence, and she was like, yeah, but he didn't have a fence up for her. I was like, yeah, but he's got his guard up. I think like his fence is around his whole life from everybody else, because everybody's trying to like, hey, I want to buy this house. He's like, nah. Martha or whatever is like, hey, I like you, and he's like, nah, you're not the one. And then she comes in, she knocks down the fence. I think it's a subtle little symbolic gesture.
I did my yoga this morning, so it seems like you're stretching now.
Very good.
Thank you. No, I can see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to be an artsy fartsy sad boy, but
maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a very nice movie, and if it didn't have this ending, it would be like 16 notches lower than it is.
If it didn't have this ending, no one would care about this movie. This movie
Yeah.
would not have been the zeitgeist.
I don't know. But of course, the juxtaposition.
Very good. Oh man. Hey Andy, where can they find our music?
You go to www.music. Okay, you go to Spotify. You go to anywhere you get your music. Deezer. Yeah, Deezer, Apple Music, Spotify, and you search The Royds. And I mean, if you found this, you know how it's spelled. So it's ROYDS, you idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah, and we got 2 albums on there, and then you go to the Bandcamp. You go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. Again, that's ROYDS, you fucking idiot. And we got all the podcast songs on that bad boy.
And there's a lot now, so you're gonna be listening.
There's a lot. Oh, you'll be listening. You can pick your favorite ones. You can say, hey, I really liked that song they did on Shrek.
And you could, if you say these guys deserve some support for all the work they do, let me purchase this song.
Yeah, do it.
It's the year 2006. You're just buying a song online.
Yeah, I wrote a fucking rock opera about Shrek, so
he did.
Send me money.
Yeah, DreamWorks.
Yeah, yeah. Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie, where can they find us on the social de la media?
Excellent. Instagram, TheRoydsBand. No, that's wrong. Instagram @_Royds. Twitter, TheRoydsBand. And YouTube, TheRoydsBand. TikTok, TheRoyds. Follow us on all those. Give us a 5-star review on your podcast streamer of choice.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your parents.
The Ludacris album, Word of Mouth.
I don't know it.
That's just word association.
What that mouth do?
Nice. My mouth tells people about this podcast.
Same here.
Yeah.
My mouth gives excellent dome.
Oh, okay.
Some of that real sloppy top.
Cool. That's good to know. That's good to know.
So if you're ever bored and in the area, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. All right, we should sign off.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next week, Ant-Man. Have a good day, everybody. That's my new sign off.
Bye. Bye, everybody.